What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. This one might cause a little argument and debates between different people, depending on how you look at it. I kind of feel like most people are gonna sway towards the same direction. But the question is, can a rapper who uses ghostwriters really be respected as a rapper? Or should they be really respected as a rapper? We all know, any of us who are hip hop fans, we know that the art of rap is a very prideful thing to a rapper. Rappers take pride in being the ones who sit down and think and come up with whatever it is they put down on that paper, or in this day and time, whatever it is they put on their phone to say. So when you are spitting those bars, typically the person who's listening to those bars is under the impression that the person who's saying them is the person who wrote them. But we know that's not the case. Now, rap being the the, the manly and womanly, egotistical, braggadocious type of genre that it is, it's always been frowned upon for other rappers who do sit down and write to look at another guy and they find out that that other guy has been using ghostwriters. Ooh, they in trouble. That's a bad thing. But I want to try to look at it from different angles. I want everybody to kind of see it from a different. I want us to open our minds up today because my thinking has always been, well, I ain't say always been, in recent years, because I've ghost written for a lot of people, believe it or not. And I'm just under the impression that unless you are getting someone to ghost write your um, battle raps, getting somebody to ghost write your bragging type raps, your raps that brag and speak about how lyrically dope you are. If you getting somebody to write those kind of raps for you, in my opinion, you are in violation. If you're using a ghostwriter to write those kind of raps, because it's almost like studio gangster in a way, where you are professing to be something that you really are not. And I said this in songs before. It's almost like it's professing to be something that you're not. So I'm talking about, all these people I shot up and ran in, and and you serious about it. Um, it's like, nah. But if you talk about how cold of an MC you are, and man, can't nobody on the mic, can't nobody touch me on the mic, and blah blah blah. But then you find out somebody else is writing that stuff for you. I can't give you none. But just say, for example, you may be talking about, you know, a relationship. You may be talking about a social issue. You may be talking about just being in the club and hanging out, or a life situation. And you have in mind what you want to say, but somebody else is able to take your thoughts and put them down in a way that you can say them better. I don't really have a problem with that. I don't look at that as the same level of violation that I do when it comes to this lyricism, because I just take the lyricism part um, a lot more seriously, man. I came up in the trenches in that regard, so I don't really feel comfortable seeing somebody playing with that aspect of it. But there may be something that you can relay that another person can't in another area of life. I don't really have a problem with that. Wonder what y'all think about that. See, some people, it's like not 100% like, but it's like if a person has a speech writer, person's a public speaker, they may say, hey man, I want to talk about this, that. We're going to cover these 4 topics. Then the speech writer will lay it out in a way that makes it easier for the person reading the speech to present it. That's kind of how I compare it. But rap is not like R&B, where the majority of R&B songs that are sung by R&B singers, the majority of them are written by somebody else. That's just always been the nature of that genre. Rap is a little different, so people getting their feelings. And if an artist makes a mistake of presenting themselves as if they the one that wrote it, oh man, I write all my stuff. Man, no, man, I write all my stuff. And then people find out that you don't. It's gonna be a sad day in the city for you. Well, at least when I was coming up. I think it's been more accepted in this day and age. I think in this day and age, I don't think the younger generation really too much care about all that. I mean, I could be wrong because I know a lot of these younger guys that are in the battle rap world. You know, they look at it the same way I look at it, but on other things, I don't know if they really care about that. And then to the general fan, they just all they care about is if the song is jamming to them. If the song sounds good, they don't care who wrote it, who produced it, who mixed and mastered it, what label it was on. They don't care about that. But it's just a pride thing. Nothing feels better than to know that something that came out of your mind, something that you conceived, has projected out to the whole world, and there are people not only liking and enjoying it, but people repeating and memorizing it, just words that came out of your mind. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. And you don't get that enjoyment. You don't get the fullness of that enjoyment if you saying something that came out of somebody else's mind. You know, I mean, that's just me. I mean, so y'all tell me what y'all think. Can you respect a rapper who doesn't write their own lyrics? Um, Leave it in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button for your big brother, man. Alright, man, it's your big brother K-Rino, and I will catch y'all later on. Peace.